we're lucky to be joined always, whenever we can get her, Jody Olson. Dr. Olson is well known by everyone here, I'm sure. Most of you will also know that she's serving now in her fourth, Jody, I would call it your fourth stint with Peace Corps, after being a volunteer, after being a country director and regional director in the 70s, after being the Peace Corps deputy director and director, and now as I would hope that this would be your favorite experience. Your as the co-president of the Women of Peace Corps Legacy. We're thrilled that you could be with us here today. And also Megan Celestine, who is a more recent RPCV, having served in Eastern Caribbean and Dominica. And I know Jody has spoken volumes about how excited she is to have you as a co-president, co-leader of this group. And just from my heart, I want to say thank you for all of the work that you've done to recognize the leadership potential of so many RPCVs in our community, and to the mentoring work that you do on a daily basis to support people in their careers who have served in Peace Corps. You really add to the value proposition, whether you know it or not, of women especially who are looking to potentially serve in Peace Corps, because they can see that they have an organization like yours waiting when they come home. So I will leave it there and turn it over to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Megan, are you?
Yes, thank you so much, Dan. And thank you to everyone at NPCA who made today possible and to give us the space to announce the 2023 Women of Peace Corps Legacy, or the acronym WPCL, the award recipients. At Women of Peace Corps Legacy, we envision a diverse Peace Corps community supporting the empowerment and education of women and girls globally. To do this, we recognize and support organizations and people whose work advance women and girls' empowerment, raise awareness of current events that impact women and girls, provide formal mentorship opportunities, and foster intergenerational relationships. Today, we are here to recognize two women who embody this vision. Each year, we do a call for nominations in the spring for our two awards, focusing on someone making a significant impact in the lives of women and girls. Nominees are affiliated with the Peace Corps community, and each award recipient receives a plaque and monetary award to donate to a Peace Corps project or 501c3 organization of their choice. The first, the Kate Raftery Emerging Leader Award, honors emerging leaders under the age of 40 who have shown a demonstrated dedication to improving the lives of women and girls directly or indirectly. We also have the Deborah Harding Women of Achievement Award. This honors Peace Corps women whose contributions have made a significant difference, directly or indirectly, in the lives of women and girls around the world. I now have the pleasure to pass it to Jody, and she'll be able to announce this year's winners.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, NPCA. Our announcing these awards been part of the NPC's annual event now for 8 or 9 years. And extra thanks for you to let us join you each year and our close affiliation with you. We are excited this afternoon to announce Dr. Lorena Magnum as the 2023 Kate Raftery Emerging Leader Awardee. Dr. Magnum's career has been lit, and I could hear it in her voice when we talked, has been lit by her passion for service. She already had earned a bachelor's and master's degree in social work when she served as a Peace Corps volunteer in the Philippines, promoting safety, healthy relationships, and optimal family well-being for Filipino women and children. Inspired after her Peace Corps service to continue her work with underserved and marginalized women and children, she earned a master's in public health and a doctorate in social work, and is now assistant professor of social work at the Jane Addams College of Social Work at the University of Illinois, Chicago. She teaches and researches issues of underserved communities, especially women and children, to enhance outcomes in areas of child welfare, maternal child health, and community development. when we talked, she told me that she has stayed actively connected with her communities in the Philippines that were built off of the 2 SPA grants that she had earlier. And that time in the Philippines is really what helped shape her for her long, well, not too long, she's young, career with underrepresented women in particular and girls. We thank Lorena for her dedication and commitment to improving the lives of women and girls domestically and internationally. We're lucky that she is part of the broad leadership Peace Corps community. Now, for the Deborah Harding Award recipient, we're announcing Ambassador Gina Abercrombie Winstanley as the 2023 Deborah Harding Women of Achievement Award. Ambassador Abercrombie Winstanley has had a path-breaking career in the Foreign Service and has created new opportunities and possibilities for women and minorities. She served with the Peace Corps in Oman. And I might note, when I was talking to the ambassador, we were sharing Oman stories and what it was for a woman to be in Oman at that early time and the fundamental change it made in her. She is so grateful for Oman and the Omani and her Peace Corps experience. She was the first woman to lead a diplomatic mission in Saudi Arabia, advised U.S. cyber forces on diplomatic priorities, and served as U.S. ambassador to Malta. She served as the State Department's first chief diversity, equity, and inclusion officer before taking leadership of the Middle East Policy Council. She is known for championing accomplished women for senior leadership positions in national security and foreign policy. In her own words, she says, important to us all, we are the messengers of what Peace Corps is and can be. We pay it forward by joining, and we gain so much from the experience. Then we pay it back by inspiring the next generation of volunteers. Because Peace Corps is made stronger with the experiences from a diverse cohort of volunteers, and America made better with the contributions of returned Peace Corps volunteers. She is donating the award grant to the Middle East Policy Council. Their mission is to provide policymakers and the public with credible, comprehensive information and analysis on political, economic, and cultural issues pertaining to the U.S. Middle East. You can see from her young 2 years in Oman has become a lifetime of national leadership in particularly the Middle East and for women everywhere. Thank you, Ambassador, for all your tremendous work. So I want to say to everyone that we are going to officially celebrate these 2 fabulous women on the International Day of the Girl Child, October 11th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They will speak briefly on the challenges facing women and girls in our world today, followed by an open discussion. An invitation will be sent in the upcoming weeks, inviting all of you to attend. Also, we want to invite all of you to the Women of Peace Corps Legacy's 10th anniversary celebration at the Peace Corps headquarters. We will share memories of our favorite programming and feature a panel with Deborah Harding, Kate Raftery, and Sarah Goodkind, our first Deborah Harding Award recipient. And this is all about Women of Peace Corps Legacy's impact over the years. This is a great opportunity to connect with friends and make new ones. We'll continue the festivities after at the Wonder Garden right next to the Peace Corps office. Space is limited. You can register at the Peace Corps Legacy, Women of Peace Corps Legacy.com, or through the registration link in the chat. This is September 27th. This is September 27th in person at the Peace Corps office, Shriver Hall. So thank you, and think about both October 11th and September 27th with that, now I do turn it back to Dan, and I won't ask for it back.
Thanks again, Jody. I want to thank Jody as well for joining us at our Schreiber Summit, Schreiber Circle Donor Summit earlier this year, and for a panel that we can also share the recording to of an intergenerational dialogue. And Jody has always been someone who practices what she preaches, and it's wonderful to see the co-leadership of someone who served in Peace Corps many decades ago, working with Megan, who is by all accounts an incredible emerging leader to manage this group. We are always lucky anytime we can get with you, Jody.